Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. I picked up my second set of actors and actresses cards. This set is the 1934 Godfrey Phillips Film Stars set, and it has quite a few Hollywood legends in it. I won this auction on eBay probably mid-May, and it came from New Zealand, so it took about 5 weeks to get here. So I'm glad that it finally arrived. The auction listing used a stock photo, so I wasn't exactly sure what the condition of the cards were going to be, and they estimated that the cards in the set would range between mint and EX condition, and I'd say the vast majority of them do. But there's probably 6 of them in the set where I'd say that that's kind of debatable. And there's also 2 of the 6 probably bigger names in the set that are within those 6, and so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But overall, I'm satisfied with the condition. The cost of the set averages out to a little bit over 50 cents a card. So it's not very expensive. It's a 50 card set. And I'll go ahead and clear these off. And I'll kind of show you some of the highlights in the set. We'll start with this one right here, which you just saw. This is Greta Garbo. Pretty big name in Hollywood cinema history. This next card is Anna May Wong, who was the first Asian American Hollywood star in history. And she's actually going to be featured in the American Women's Quarters set, which started to be released this year, and I think it'll run through 2025. And I think Anna May Wong's quarter will come out, I believe, in December from what I read. So that's kind of cool. She will also become the first Asian American to appear on U.S. currency when that happens. All you baseball fans will probably recognize this guy. This is Gary Cooper, the actor that played Lou Gehrig in The Pride of the Yankees. He was not featured in the last set that I purchased, so I was happy to see that he was included in this one. And this is one of the main reasons I decided to buy the set, is to get a copy of his card. That card's in pretty good condition. This is probably the biggest card in the set. And this is the Shirley Temple rookie card. And she actually has another card that came in the 1934 Garda Beast set, which is also considered a rookie card. But the one that I purchased a couple weeks ago was this one, the one from the set. And the one that I purchased first is probably in better condition than this one. This one has a little more wear on the corners, but overall it's not too bad. I'm happy to have a second Shirley Temple rookie card. She was one of the biggest Hollywood stars in the 30s for sure. This next one right here, this is Gracie Fields. And next, we have Marlene Dietrich, another iconic actress. Margaret Sullivan. Norma Shearer. This card has Jean Harlow on it. I'm not sure the other actor, Franchot Tone. I probably butchered that name. This is Ginger Rogers, another iconic actress. This is the other, probably biggest name in the set. This is Katharine Hepburn, and I'm not very happy with the condition of this card. Compared to the others, the corner wear on this one is much worse. And this is another one of those cards where I was kind of excited to get, and just a little let down in the condition, but I mean, what can you do? Still a pretty nice card, and I have to realize this is from 1934, so, you know, I guess the condition doesn't surprise me. Just, you look at the other cards and you wonder, you know, why this one is so much worse than the others, you know. Okay, so here are the other 5 cards that I think the condition of the cards are pretty rough. This one right here, this is a Dorothy Week, and it's just got this nasty stain on the back. So I don't know, with a stain like that, could that fall in EX? I'm just not so sure. I mean, that's pretty bad. It is card number 1 in the set, so those usually take the brunt of the damage, so I guess it's not too terribly surprising. This is George Arliss, and the front of the card looks fine, but there's some pretty good paper loss at the top of this card. So this is another one where I don't think it falls in that EX range. So a little disappointed. This is the only one in the set that had any sort of paper loss. This is Zazu Pitts, and this one looks like it was glued in an album at some point. It's got some glue residue on the back, and so with that on there, I just don't believe this would fall in the EX range, but the front presents very well. This one right here is Heather Angel. It's got pretty rough corners, but on top of that, there's some pretty heavy staining on the back. So I don't believe that this one would fall in that EX range either. And the last one, this is Jackie Cooper, and I know him for being the boss at the Daily Planet and Superman. I don't know any of the other movies he might have been in, but it's got some pretty significant staining on the back as well. But this is also the last card in the set, so I mean, I guess it doesn't surprise me that there's a little bit of damage on the back of that card. But yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in those. The rest of the cards are, for the most part, in that mint to EX range. So I'll go ahead and just run through these. I'm not familiar with most of them, so I might have to look at the cards before I put them in front of the camera. Alright, so this is Wynn Gibson. We have Madeline Carroll. Constance Cummings. Frederick March. Benny Barnes. This is Irene Dunn and Clive Brooks, or Brook. This is Merle Oberon. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering it maybe. Gloria Stewart. George Raft. A little bit of staining on the edge of that, but I think overall it's okay. Says he was a former boxer and baseball player. A little bit of an athlete. Ronald Coleman. Jesse Matthews. Elizabeth Allen. Gene Parker. Francis D. This is Jack Holbert. This is Charles Farrell and Janet Gaynor. Elizabeth Bergner. This is Greta Nissen. This is Joan Blondell. Sally Eilers, and I'm not sure who the other guy is, Charles Starrett. Robert Montgomery. Lillian Harvey and Jean Raymond. Loretta Young. John Bowles and Gloria Stewart. Dolores Del Rio. This is Fay Ray. Constance Bennett. Diana Wynyard. Anne Harding. Kay Francis. Miriam Hopkins. Annabella. William Powell. And finally, Pat Patterson. Okay, now that's the 1934 Godfrey Phillips Film Stars set. If you're still here, thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon.